First thing what you have to do is when you're having this issue, what you have to do is you have to update your graphic drivers, right? So you can update in the usual way. The one method which I have already mentioned, you have to go here, then you have to click on manage option, right? From here you have to click on device manager, right? Then from here you can go for the update option for the graphic drivers. As well as apart from this, you can also do in this way, which means you have to click here, then you have to click on the respective graphic drivers which you're using, and in my case I'm using Radeon, so I have to click here, then I have to go for system and I have to go for graphics, and I'll be getting the update options here, which I have to click, right? I'll be getting update option here. So now I have to go for the update. So this is how you update the graphic drivers. So updating the graphic drivers can fix the issue in most of the time. So the first thing what you have to do is you just have to update the graphic drivers, right? Then you have to go for, what should I say, next is all about a disable Steam overlay from the Steam app, right? So first thing what you have to do is you have to click on the Steam, then you have to click here, then you have to go to settings, right? Once you go to settings, you have to go for in-game option from here. Then from here you have to check box to enable the Steam overlay while in the game. So as you can see that the Steam overlay while in the game, you have to untick. You have to untick it, which means you have to disable it. Then you have to go for OK, right? Then once you're done with that, what you have to do is you just have to do the another step. So it's all about, in the Discord, right? It's all about in the Discord. So what you have to do is first you have to open the Discord. Then you have to click on user setting, right? You have to click on user setting. It will be available here in the bottom. As you can see, it is available in the bottom, right? From here, now you have to click on voice and video from the left sidebar, right? We are having the voice and video here. You have to click this. Now what you have to do is you have to scroll down, right? You have to scroll down, and we have advanced option here, as you can see on the screen. Now you have to disable this one, right? Next what you have to do is you have to select this advanced option. Then what you have to do is you have to click on the advanced. In the advanced option we have this one, Open H.264 video codec provided by Cisco System Inc. You have to disable this, right? You have to disable this. Then you have to go to the next what you have to do is you have to go to overlay here in the bottom. As you can see, next below the voice and video we have overlay. You have to click this. Then from here what you have to do is you can also turn off in-game play overlay, right? You have to turn on in-game, enable in-game overlay. It is already enabled in most of the cases, as you know that it is turned on. Right now what you have to do is you just have to close this, right? Means you have to disable that, right? You have to turn off, right? You have to turn off that. Next, head over to the appearance, right? Once after that you have to go here to the appearance. You have to click this, right? From here you have to go to advanced. From here you have to go to advanced, right? You have to go to advanced. Here we have advanced. From here you have to disable hardware acceleration. Here we have hardware acceleration. We have to disable this, right? You have to go for OK. Then once you're done with that, what you have to do is you just have to, once you're done with all these things, what you have to do is you just have to close this, right? Once you're done with this one, you can go for a restart and you can try playing the game. And if that doesn't work, what you have to do is you just have to follow these further instruction, right? So we know that one thing what you have to do is you just have to make sure following these things, which is all about, as we know that sometimes once you try with all these things, 3 methods which I mentioned, if it doesn't work, you have to restart the PC and you have to play the game once again. If you're still having the trouble, what you have to do is you just have to check whether your Windows which you're using in the PC is up to date, right? So you just have to check for the Windows update, right? You just have to go for Windows update settings here. Then you have to make sure if it is not up to date, you can go for an update, right? If it is not up to date, we can go for an update, right? That is what you have to do, right? So then is all about, if it's once after that we are done with that, what you have to do is you just have to do this also. uninstall recent Windows update, 10 update, just like I mentioned, right? So to do this, even after update, sometimes this can also be an issue. So what you have to do is you just have to go to the start menu, then you have to search settings. You have to go for settings. From here you have to go to update and security, right? There is an option update and security. Now you have to go for as you can see that you have to go for view update history, right? So as you can see that now, if you can see that there is an update having, right? There is an update having, for example, KB453559996 had already. Make sure to uninstall, because see, for the time being we are up to date and we have an update so far, right? We are not having an update version of, right, because we are already update. So if you're having an update, you'll be having an option here, uninstall update, right? We have option here in which you have to select this. For example, you have to select, which means if you're having, right, you have to select this, then you have to go for uninstall update options, then you have to right click and you have to go for uninstall, right? You have to go for uninstall option, right? This is very important. So it may take some time to delete the update and your system may restart automatically. So I'm not going to show, due to the video convenience, I'm not going to show, but you have to try this also, right? So have some patience, and you can also manually reboot your Windows PC if required. So once you're done with that, you can't, now for the time being of video I'm not going to this, but you just have to follow these instructions which can give you the game to work completely fine. Next is all about, remove temporary files, right? You have to go for remove temporary files. So to do this, you have to press Windows key plus R, right? You have to press Windows key plus R on a keyboard. Now you have to type. That is, you have to type percentage, sorry, I'm going for that. You have to type percentage temp, then you have to go for percentage, then you have to press enter. Now you will get a bunch of temporary files on the page, and select files by pressing Ctrl plus A on the keyboard. Next you have to shift on the keyboard. So I'll show you that. You have to press OK. Now these are some of the temporary files, right? You'll be getting a bunch of temporary files on a page. Now from here you have to select all files by clicking Ctrl plus A. Right now, as you can see that all files are selected, and now you have to go for Shift and Delete on the keyboard to remove, right? You have to remove all these files. So sometimes some of the temporary files can't be deleted, so leave them as it is and closed. Then you have to try one more step, and once that, we'll see whether the game is going to work or not, right? You have to delete this. For the time being, I'm not going to delete this, so I'm just going to cancel this, right? So next is all about, what you have to do is you just have to make sure that you're having the better graphics. For example, or should I say is, some people complain the game is not launching or it's not working because the graphic drivers which you're using is not so good enough. So that you must have a good graphic drivers, right? You must be having a good graphic driver. GPU AMD Radeon RX 5700, and the CPU when it comes to Intel R Core TM i5, as you can see that, right? So you should have something very good enough so that you can play the game. So you can't blame the game creators for not working in your PC, because if you're not having the components to support it up, it won't work, right? So that is these are the things which you have to try. So after trying these method, what you have to do is you just have to do a restart. If you want, I'm not suggesting you to do that, but if it's better if you do that. If it's not working, what you have to do is you just have to play the game once again, right? So this is what you have to follow instructions when it comes to how. So do share among your friendship circles. Any kind of suggestions are most welcome, so that we can improve ourselves and make our subscribers and viewers really helpful. This is Shahin signing off from Good Show Tips. See you soon. Peace out.